Organizational Design, Structure, and Change Presentation. Robert Hill, MGT 605, Leadership and Organization, Professor Dr. Diane Hamilton, October 1st, 2024. Introduction. Northrop Grumman is the third largest defense company in America. The company specializes in manned and unmanned aircraft, missile defense, navigation, radar, and space. Acquired Orbital ATK in 2017 and created the space sector as a result. The total revenue for all business units for FY 2023 is $39.3 billion, and backlog represents the future sales we expect to recognize on firm orders received by the company and is equivalent to the company's remaining performance obligations at the end of each period of $84.2 billion. Northrop Grumman built the B-2 Spirit and its replacement, the B-21 Raider, and recently won the Glide Phase Interceptor (GPI) program, the first of its kind defensive countermeasure against hypersonic missile threats. Major issue: global competitiveness. What is the concept of effectiveness? A company's effectiveness is its ability to produce the desired result or output. When a business plan has the intended results, the company is considered effective. For this list, Fortune considers effectiveness on a global scale. Northrop Grumman has struggled with space sector since its creation after the acquisition of Orbital ATK in 2017. Major issue: global competitiveness. Northrop Grumman's relative underperformance can be attributed to lower than expected financial results, manufacturing challenges in key programs like the B-21 bomber and the F-35 fighter jets, and the loss of a major $17 billion U.S. missile contract to its industry rival, Lockheed Martin Corporation. Sentinel program budget overruns. The Sentinel program, which is intended to replace the aging intercontinental ballistic missile system, has exceeded its initial budget estimate. B-21 program charge. Northrop Grumman announced a $1.56 billion pre-tax charge against its B-21 program due to inflation and supply chain issues. Space Systems workforce cuts. Northrop Grumman has cut jobs at its space park in Redondo Beach, California, and in Chandler, Arizona. Consequences of decision ambiguity. Northrop Grumman's underperformance led to the loss of two key program contracts in 2024. The first of these were the $1.6 billion satellite communication contract. Satellite systems for Space Force. Northrop Grumman is preparing to cut as many as 1,000 jobs at its Space Park facility in Redondo Beach after the U.S. Space Force canceled a contract to develop a military communications satellite. Consequences of decision ambiguity. The second of these contracts were for $17 billion for the Next Generation Interceptor, NGI. NGI for Missile Defense Agency. The aerospace and defense contractor notified the state of Arizona of 543 possible layoffs at its office in Chandler, located at 1575 South Price Road. Northrop Grumman Organization. Northrop Grumman's business sectors offer an extraordinary portfolio of capabilities and technologies that enable us to deliver innovative systems and solutions for applications that range from air, cyber, land, sea, and space. Northrop Grumman has four business sectors: aeronautic systems, defense systems, mission systems, and space systems. Orbital ATK Organization. Orbital ATK Inc. was an American aerospace manufacturer and defense industry company. It was formed on February 9, 2015 from the merger of Orbital Sciences Corporation and parts of Alliant Tech Systems ATK. Orbital ATK was much smaller than Northrop Grumman and had three business groups: Flight Systems Group, Defense Systems Group, and Space Systems Group. Organizational structure struggle. September 18, 2017, Northrop Grumman, with a market capitalization of $42.5 billion, bought Orbital ATK, with a market capitalization of $1.7 billion for $9.2 billion. Northrop Grumman plans to establish Orbital ATK as a new fourth business sector to ensure a strong focus on operating performance and a smooth transition into Northrop Grumman. On a pro forma 2017 basis, Northrop Grumman expects to have sales in the range of $29.5 and $30 billion based on current guidance. This new space system sector has struggled to stay under budget and for many existing projects has failed to win new long-term contracts. Strategies for managing conflict. Space Systems continues to operate in the Orbital ATK methodology, mom and pop, without adopting to the Northrop Grumman business model. The values and beliefs that people say are important to them, for example, are often not reflected in how they actually behave. Kathy Warden, CEO of Northrop Grumman, has had to make tough choices, from employee reduction and site closures to accepting a $1.5 billion loss on the first lot of B-21 Raider aircraft. Northrop Grumman organizational issues stem from internal structural differences. This structural conflict is the result of structural and process features of the organization. The CEO has been working to implement Northrop Grumman's organizational culture over the past 3 years, a system of shared values, norms, and assumptions that guide members' attitudes and behaviors. Strategies for fostering collaboration. The CEO with the sector presidents need to create a sense of urgency, inspire people to act with passion and purpose to achieve a bold, aspirational opportunity. 90% of the current space system employees are former Orbital ATK employees, utilizing an outdated business model. Leadership has to build a guiding coalition. A volunteer network needs a coalition of committed people, born of its own ranks, to guide it, coordinate it, and communicate its activities. The sector presidents need to form a strategic vision, clarify how the future will be different from the past, and get buy-in for how you make that future a reality through initiatives linked directly to the vision. Provide quarterly update meetings with senior leadership to create synergies that enable action by removing barriers. Clear the way for people to innovate, work more nimbly across silos, and generate impact quickly. Manage organizational change. The organizational culture will need to change from current state to a team-focused organization. Changing from traditional organization to a team-based organization is one example of an organization culture change. The primary challenge for organizations is not solely adopting the latest information technologies, but strategically leveraging the right tools to cultivate a culture that fosters trust, openness, strong relationships, and transparent information sharing. Understand that the role will be difficult initially, but the team will need to continue to be successful. A primary problem is that the upper level managers, no matter how dedicated they are to implementing some new cultural value, may sometimes inadvertently revert to old patterns of behavior. While technology can facilitate communication and collaboration, it is essential to ensure that it is used in a way that supports organizational values and goals. By creating a culture that encourages open dialogue, active listening, and a willingness to share information, organizations can harness the power of technology to build stronger relationships, improve decision-making, and foster a more innovative and collective work environment.